32 count choreography that I'm kind of calling the graduation choreography for level 1. It features only foundational 5 shuffle moves, and even though there's a lot going on in here, it's actually fairly symmetrical and it's done at a nice gentle tempo of 80 beats per minute. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, to learn this 32 count choreography, we're going to break it up into 4 8 counts. And you've probably heard me say it before, the easiest way to learn any choreography is to break it down into chunks or small sequences that you can remember and then add those chunks together. So starting here with the first chunk, the first 4 counts, beginning on a left perch, we're going to do 4 shaper running mans. So that's going to be and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you see the position that I'm coming back into. We're getting ready for the next 4 count, which is going to be 2 T-steps and 2 poly pockets. So you want to make sure that your toes in here so you can have a really dramatic pivot on those T-steps. So now it's going to be the next 4 count, and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. And also notice here how I'm landing. The start of the next 8 count is going to be some Charlestons. So you want to be transitioned and in position to do those Charlestons. So let's go through that whole 8 count again, starting with the shaper T-steps. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and. Okay, so it's a really good idea to learn that 8 count and get really fast at it before moving on to the next 8 count. Remember, chunk these up and put the chunks together. So the second 8 count is going to be 4 counts of Charleston, 2 forward, 2 back. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and I'm returning here to a pigeon-toed perch because we're going to go right into some more T-steps. We're going to finish those T-steps with a full count, toes in, pivot hold. So that's going to be and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 hold. Okay, once again on just that 8 count, starting with the Charlestons, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 hold. Okay, let's put both of those 2 8 counts together now, starting from the very beginning with the shaper T-steps. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and hold. Okay, moving on now. We landed here from the last 8 count in this hold position, so that was 8 and. And I actually want to do some crisscrosses next, only my feet are way too close together, so I need to get a little bit of distance between my legs. So I'm just going to use some pivoting to do that. That's going to be the first single count. After that, we're going to do 2 crisscrosses, and then top that off with a single T-step just to finish that 4 count. So from here, it's going to be and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And I'm perched here getting myself ready to do a poly pocket. So everything is just sort of straight and centered. So finishing that up now, 2 poly pockets, 2 forward Charlestons only. So that's going to be 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. And then I'm perching here now because after this 8 count, we're going to go back to a shaper running man again. But first, let me put that entire 8 count together again. We landed here at the end of the second 8 count with 8 and, all together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and. Okay, now we're going to put all 3 of those 8 counts together, starting from the very beginning with the shaper running mans. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and. Okay, finishing up the entire combo now with the last 8 count. We're going to do a shaper running man followed by 3 T-steps for the first chunk of that last 8 count. That's going to be and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. And we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side, a shaper running man followed by T-steps, but we're going to try to land that last T-step in a basic A shape for a hold. So it's going to be and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay, so putting together just that last 8 count, starting with the shaper running man and then the T-steps, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so let's now put the entire thing together. I'm just going to count it out and then we'll try it to some music. Okay, starting on a left perch with 4 shaper running mans. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so let's put it to some music now. I'm going to do this twice. I'm going to start it off at 70 beats per minute so that you can kind of ease in, and then we'll finish it at 80 beats per minute. Okay, so I hope you master this combo. Please reach out if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.